I wasn't sure what you needed, because it's not uncommon for people to pull up here and ask us either
nervous or
how could I make somebody nervous?
Okay,
I'm
well,
walking.
I don't know. I'm not there. I'm just
Yeah.
giving you an example.
Yeah.
You're making people nervous.
You know, the way they work, kind of their own professionalism, and I don't, you know, kind of skew things to create.
Ill intent. I'm taking a video. I'm doing a little narration.
In modern times, freedom of speech and access to information have become core issues in the functioning of democracy. For auditors in particular, who ensure the transparency and accountability of organizations, upholding the First Amendment is not only a duty, but also a rightful privilege. The intersection between the authority of law enforcement and the rights of auditors to gather and convey information plays a crucial role in maintaining fairness and openness. However, reality shows that many auditors face barriers from law enforcement agencies, where a lack of understanding about these rights can lead to unnecessary conflicts. Join me today as we review situations recorded by auditors that will help us better understand the importance of freedom of speech and the press. Let's dive in. Let's begin with the first situation, where this man was unjustly accused by the police officer.
I told you I have not stolen someone's car.
Where are you coming from?
Where am I coming? What do you mean?
Where are you going? Where are you coming from? Where are you going?
If you were accused of a crime by a police officer without any evidence to support the claim, how would you react? This is a classic case where the man is treated as a suspect by the officer, evident through the continuous questioning. Despite lacking concrete evidence to make a formal charge, the officer tries to steer the investigation in a different direction, attempting to associate the man with similar actions of accomplices. What the officer asserts seems to be mere speculation, unsupported by any solid proof. However, these assertions unintentionally become tools to infringe on man's civil rights, as he is forced to confront unjust and implied accusations.
I'm just wondering if I could talk to you real quick. Well, about some suspicious behavior around here. Clown costumes that are going around stealing cars. And the costumes that you got on there. So I was just wondering, have you been doing anything like that?
What manner? I'm assuming you're trying to get to a point, but you're calling me a clown, right?
What? You guys in costumes.
So in what respect? That I'm towing someone's car, that I don't have a right to?
Well, and again, I don't know if anybody's got the right to
Have I shown?
Yeah. Okay. What are you doing tonight?
Car, letting my police canine use the bathroom.
On private property? Okay.
Do you have an account here on this private property?
No, I got a card, actually.
Yeah. You get gas here regularly?
I'm asking you questions here.
Okay.
So where are you coming from today? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that's how that works, man. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to provoke me into a statement. Have your whatever. I'm sure you're going to post it regardless. Who are you with? Who?
CH Audit.
What's that
It's a
statement?
media outlet.
What's the CH? Someone's name, or is that
Just
an abbreviation for?
Just some letters, man. So where are you coming from today?
I'm going to humor you because I'm curious to see what you're going to ask me. I can get in my car and leave right now.
And again, I'm just asking what.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to answer your questions and I ask you some questions, I think that's only fair that maybe you respond, right?
What I'm out here for, I'm investigating some suspicious behavior.
Right, and I asked you, and you said you're going to ask the question that me or others that you say in these clown costumes, how is it that you think we're stealing cars?
Accomplices going on around here.
Some what?
Some accomplices to the crimes. I'm not sure that you guys are stealing. I hear you call somebody to assist you in taking the vehicle. But I wanted to ask you, what are you doing today? Do you think that's weird, that question?
It said, there's people in clown, you've had suspicious activity, right? You've got reports.
And they match your description.
And they match my description of wearing, let's say, a police uniform.
If you want to call it that, man, I don't.
That's what it is, Terry.
Okay.
This is the uniform that we are required to wear while on duty.
Okay.
Right? Currently, I'm on private property that we have an account with to fuel our patrol vehicles, our department vehicles. Okay?
Okay.
That's not for me to prove or not, right? There's lots of people that have accounts here. So
Okay.
yet,
Right. Do you think that's weird or?
not really, given the current climate. You're not the first people to roll up and ask us questions.
What you're doing?
Yeah.
And that's
The bottom of what? Get to the bottom of what? When I show up on a call and somebody calls me,
right. And I've gotten a call.
from who?
Now it's an open investigation.
Oh, it's an open investigation. Are you saying that you're a media type person and you're conducting your own investigation?
Well, I conduct investigation. So, and I'm
What's
asking.
the accusation then? Because there's an accusation. If there's an investigation, there's an accusation.
Did I say that?
I'm asking you a question.
Okay.
I'm not saying whether you did or not.
Well,
Are you accusing me having stolen someone's car? And I'm asking you a question back.
and I'm
Do you see
telling
how
you,
this works?
I did not say that.
So you didn't just roll up on some random idiot that's just going to sit there and
No,
get
but you're
mad.
not
and-
answering my questions, and it's very suspicious.
What question do you want me to answer?
What?
I told you I have not stolen. What do you mean?
Where are you going? Where are you coming from? Where are you going?
No, that's two questions.
Okay, well, you.
Wherever they sit.
Okay. Okay. So where are you coming from?
Our police department's at 220.
That's where you're coming from.
Technically, we're on patrol, so we drive around, right?
We're asking people questions.
I don't, not unless I'm dispatched somewhere.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes.
It can be seen that one person feels they are being accused, while the other believes the individual is obstructing their work. However, upon closer examination, it is clear that the police officer violated personal rights and even failed to respect the law. The lack of concrete evidence, yet implying criminal behavior, is a clear violation of the Fourth Amendment, which protects every citizen from unreasonable searches and seizures. The police do not have the right to accuse or check individuals without solid legal grounds. Moreover, the officer's failure to respect the man's personal freedom violates fundamental principles outlined in the Declaration of Independence. When a police officer behaves arbitrarily and disrespects individual rights, they are acting contrary to the principle that their authority derives from the consent of the community they serve. Instead of protecting and maintaining order, the officer's actions in this case seem to be aimed at asserting power in a coercive manner. This not only damages the relationship between law enforcement and citizens, but also undermines the transparency and accountability that the government owes to the public.
We do. We think there's suspicious behavior, sure.
Okay. And so I get that you're getting offended, or you think I'm
I'm
trying
not
to.
getting offended.
But I'm just.
Hold on, let me back up
suspicious
because I didn't
behavior.
start. Hold on, you've been recording the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
And you can have. Hold on, let me finish talking. You can edit that video that this person here is taking of me. I didn't turn my body camera on because I wasn't sure what you needed. Because it's not uncommon for people to pull up here, police, law enforcement, or law-related questions, or actually need us to go check something out. All right. Back up because when you exited the vehicle, you said you had reports that there were suspicious people stealing. Pointed at me and said, "Such as what you're wearing."
Right.
To imply that I'm a clown. Now you can say the implication is that you're calling me a clown.
Right.
So right there, that tells me that you're trying to incite me into do something that you can post on social media.
Well,
My
and I
badge
gave
number's
you the name.
250 My badge number's 251. If you're
251.
It's right there on my
Walker.
bumper.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Now, it's CH and Ty Audits.
I'm gonna write that down because I'm
And
gonna.
you got it on your body cam, right? So you can look at. Okay. Okay.
I will write it down. So I'm curious. I want to see what you guys are about myself.
Okay.
So
And again, yes.
the letter H is in Henry,
Yes.
and
And
transfers.
Y is in you.
Audits.
Audits. Yeah. I get that you. I know that your job. I know you understand what my job is because you ask these questions. If there's suspicious work behavior and there's been reports of suspicious behavior, and I'm wanting to ask you, what are you doing? Where are you coming from? So you're coming from
as
the
a
police
patrolman,
department. Okay.
yes, when I come on duty, I start at our police department at 220 down in Cruise
All right.
Authority.
Yeah.
Because as a patrolman, we literally take calls as they come in, right?
Okay. Is there anything in this car that I should know about?
I wouldn't go near that car.
Is he gonna attack me?
He's protected. He is not an attack canine, no. We don't work with the program.
Okay.
All right, police dogs are not attack dogs.
Okay.
They do apprehend. They use their teeth because it's their.
And they know when it's
Yes.
okay. Now,
However, if he feels that
and I just wanted to ask, You didn't answer the question. Is there anything in this car that I should know about? Burner phones, anything of that nature?
No.
No.
No. I find this funny. Like, you're doing what we do. It's pretty funny. No, there's nothing.
I'm glad you did that.
I think, honestly, if I had calls, I'd go on it, but I'm just entertaining this because I want to see what you're going to ask me.
And I appreciate that. I expect that. You know, I'd be honest with you as well.
I don't think you are. You've been deceptive.
Okay.
Same thing. You ask me ridiculous questions.
And I think you understand where I'm coming from with those, right?
Yeah.
So can I take a look? Do you mind if I take a look in the vehicle?
You know what the answer is. You're not entering these standards.
So
any more than I have probable cause to enter your.
Right.
Hold on. Let me stop you right there. Because when we conduct traffic stops, we have to have probable cause to search somebody's car, in someone's car.
And even with probable cause, you need permission or a search warrant.
Unless I have a police canine that indicates and says that there's narcotics.
Okay. So
there are certain circumstances. If someone denies us consent, unless we believe that there's lots of laws, or we can when we can search someone's car with or without a warrant.
Okay, so do you personally like the Constitution, Bill of Rights, and all that?
Yeah, I've been in the military for 13 years.
Okay, so you've got a right that your property, or you've got a right to security of your person's properties and effects. Free permission is given. Now, that's not particularly stated, but that is pretty much permissive. You to do anything. Or unless there's a warrant. So do you not like that? Because you said that if the canine wants to, you just let it.
He indicates on your car, okay, if I conduct a free air exterior vehicle search, it does not violate, all right, he tells me because he's been trained in narcotics detection, all right, narcotics detection, and he searches for people, tracks, all right, it will indicate on people depending on what I command him to do. If he indicates on that changes things. The case law states.
Well, I know, but...
I know. Hold on.
Case law.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Here's what I'm going to tell you, okay? I know what our case law says. I'm not going to stand here all night long, okay? I'd suggest that you and CH and PI audits or PY questions about the canine stuff, maybe educate yourselves.
Oh, I have. I've read the Constitution. Okay. It doesn't say unless a canine. It just says that you've got a right. And do you like the Second Amendment? Have you ever arrested anybody for having a gun on them? The Second Amendment doesn't say anything about, well, you can't have guns unless you're
I'm not the one that dictates the
tyrannical power.
There we go. See, now your true colors are coming out on what you really want to say. But now it's coming out.
Well, I'm just getting this straight.
You're trying to get a patrolman. So have you ever gone as an information officer?
They don't really usually like talking to me.
Have you tried?
I've tried to get an officer out. I've talked. They didn't want to talk about it though. They said when I brought up the Constitution, the supreme law of the land, I believe in constitutional law. Have you ever read the 10 Bill of Rights?
It's been a while.
You don't have to. You suggested that I go educate myself, so I'll suggest to you that you read the 10, and then also the Declaration of Independence, in which Thomas Jefferson states the government are derived from the consent of the government, which is the first statute that's been passed into law in the United States.
Overall, the lack of communication and mutual trust is the main cause of the tension in this situation. If there had been more openness and respect in the dialogue, the issue could have been resolved more smoothly and effectively. This serves as a reminder of the importance of maintaining a relationship based on respect and understanding between citizens and law enforcement in a society governed by the rule of law. Let's move on to the next situation.
To your left.
Go right here? Okay.
No, the report's probably not approved yet, so... it'd be to your left.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Based on the auditor's complaint, it is clear that the police officer infringed upon the auditor's right to freedom of speech and press at City Hall. Since there were no clear signs prohibiting filming, the act of recording was entirely lawful.
Oh. Thanks.
Okay, the door is open.
Thank you. All right. Go in here, guys. Ask for a supervisor.
Yes, sir. Can I help you?
Could I speak with a supervisor out here, please?
Come closer. I can't hear you from back there.
Could I speak with a supervisor, please?
Hello.
Please.
Yep.
Supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
Oh, could you come speak with me out here or something?
Yep.
He had his body cam. They wanted me to get some good footage of my face. I'm not stupid. What's up, guys? What's going on? Welcome to the channel. So there he goes. Got a conference room back there to go in. It's pretty good. How you doing?
All right.
Could I have your name and badge number first?
I'm Sergeant Mike Metzler, 9507.
Nice to meet you. A little space there. I need to file some complaints on your officers.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to complaint that way, or how do you take
Well, I've
complaints?
got a form that you can fill out and turn at your leisure.
Okay, you guys don't take complaints verbally? Because it's hard. I get cramps and stuff in my hand while writing, so I like to do verbal complaints. And you're recording also, so that's good.
All right. You don't want to give me your last name?
No.
Okay. Go ahead, Alex.
I was at the city hall just to record in the public areas. I went downstairs, walked around there, checked out the information like you guys have. I went upstairs, did the same thing. There was one room was billing, I believe, or something. Apartment. It's a little public place there, so people from the public go in there and do service. And then I went into, I tried to go lock, so I didn't like try to, just shake the handle or anything like that. I just checked to see if it was open, just like the other one. Office door was wide open, no signs. Obviously, you can go in there and make meetings and stuff like that. So I walked. There was some information about something you guys got coming up here in the city. I think it was like for the 4th or something like that. She said she didn't want to be on camera. I told her I wasn't recording her. I was just getting the information, but she reached under and hit the panic alarm. So that, and shook not even shook. I just checked to see if the door was open, basically. So that's why the panic, because I was recording. But then your officer, well, they're right there. So I know. Is he a supervisor or no?
No.
Okay, that seems why. So they basically detained me. He detained me for what crime? No idea. And I told them they can't just detain me because I don't know why you guys do that. But so he told me to get out of the building. Officer, I don't know, I got it written down. They were just not being professional or anything like that. I was in a public area doing nothing nefarious or anything like that. I would have been out, as soon as I came in. It would have been fast, just like that. When I saw her hit this, because I don't like you guys, chasing for people, I'm not just gonna walk away or anything. So officer told me I was banned. January said I was banned, but I asked him if I was trespassed. He said no, and it's all confusing and stuff. Document it for public interest. I got people watching here right now, and I'm just trying to see, file some complaints on those officers.
Okay. So, I can talk to him about the professional. I can review the body cam footage and see what's going on there and stuff.
If you're concerned that your complaint might not be accepted or could be obstructed, remember that 42 U.S.C. Section 1983 is a crucial provision in U.S. law. It allows individuals to sue public officials for violating their constitutional rights or federal laws. Specifically, this statute applies in cases where government employees, including police officers, abuse their authority or infringe upon citizens' rights without clear legal justification. If proven, the victim can seek compensation for damages and request the court to impose necessary remedies to safeguard their rights in the future.
Okay, so can I go back in there? I wasn't trespassed, but he said I was banned, but he wouldn't give me paperwork. He was trying to.
It's not like your business is done.
So
You made people nervous. So.
The First Amendment right is business. It's already could do public records requests, which I was going to do later. So it's all business. You can't just say because somebody's recording it.
Well, the pull-on doors. You're saying you just.
So yeah, so like say, but it had like the information on this, so it went there. But it said like information technology or something like that. So there was like a little. I just tried to see if the door was open, just like the other one. And when I saw it wasn't, I just walked away. I'm not going to sit there and shake on the door. So I'm banned from there. That's illegal as heck, and you guys are subject to a 1983 lawsuit. So.
I'm not banned from there. But
Okay. How could I make somebody nervous?
Okay,
I'm walking.
I don't know. I'm not there. I'm just
Yeah.
giving you an example.
Yeah.
You're making people nervous. If we get a panic alarm, we're going to come down and investigate what's going on.
Right, but can you detain somebody just like right then and there?
While we're doing an investigation, go out there. way.
But we're free until then. That's what I'm saying. You can't just detain people because he say, she say. But don't you have to have
Stuff like
RAS?
that, were you put handcuffs or anything like that? Or
Was I what?
were you handcuffed? Or
No,
anything
no,
like
no,
that?
I hope
So
not,
they
because
just
that would be a
talk
big
to you,
lawsuit. So I can go back in there. I mean, I'm not talking to anybody. Like, I asked the lady, I just want to get information. And, you know, you guys are going to probably get a lot of phone calls and stuff, so I just want to warn you for that. But, you know.
I mean, as long as you're not causing issues and just, I don't know what you're wanting.
So why
done,
couldn't
but
the officer call a supervisor like yourself and say, hey, before I kick this gentleman out, because he already kicked me out. I don't file lawsuits, but I'm just letting you guys know it is a lawsuit. Like, I could do it if I wanted to.
You're not allowed to go into.
Yeah.
All right.
But I was allowed to go in there if the door wasn't unlocked because nobody was in there.
Yeah.
So they just closed it. But if there's business, if the public can go in there, I can go in there and record that.
Well, you do what you feel necessary.
Yeah.
Check, see what their actions are and stuff. All right.
Okay, so all this is documented, and will you guys be able to? I would give you my email. I do everything by my email.
Okay.
I also have a business card if you would like the business card.
Yeah.
Okay. You're good, man. I'm not.
So you're recording if
Yeah.
you go around the other way.
Yeah.
That's all I stopped.
Thank you. Oh, wait, that's not it. Yep. That's good that you guys do have forms, though. That's awesome. Okay, yeah. All right. Yep, I'll probably wait because I don't know if everything's ready yet, so I'll probably, yep. I thank you guys.
You should remember that the law is designed to protect your rights, so there's nothing to fear if you are acting within the law. Do you ever wonder how police officers are trained and what kind of attitude they should have?
You know, way they work, kind of their own professionalism, and I don't, you know, kind of skew things to create a problem.
According to this police officer, most officers participate in training programs such as Crisis Intervention Training, CIT. Additionally, adopting best practices from Medina can help improve the operations of other agencies. Furthermore, the police's commitment to providing high-quality service and raising awareness of citizens' rights reflects a proactive service standard, contributing to building trust and understanding between the community and law enforcement.
Honestly, so I'm an auditor, so I do First Amendment audits and stuff like that.
Are we live, or are we just recording?
We're just recording.
Oh.
One of my biggest things is that I like to show both sides.
Sure.
And I also try to be really professional in those conversations with the officer or with whomever. They can show their own professionalism, and I don't, you know, kind of skew things to create a problem. And your officers have always been professional, kind. They don't ask for ID. They don't treat you like a criminal.
Sure.
So I actually wanted to do an interview with you so I could post this where I want to understand why your department is so good at what they do. Where I know you can't talk about other departments, so I'm not going to.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm just kind of curious, do you guys have conversations about these types of things, or how do your officers and what's constitutionally okay? I mean, Can you just walk me through that? Is that okay that we talk about that?
Absolutely. Okay. No, I think there's probably a number of reasons. We give officers access to a lot of training. Both ongoing stuff, you know, laws and current trends and all that. Sure. But even beyond that, in going and getting a lot of, sometimes it's stuff that might interest them, sometimes it's stuff that might apply to their specialties or things that they do. Another officer.
Yeah.
One example, a lot of our officers here have what's called crisis and all of that.
I have heard of it, but I don't know very many who've gone through it.
Sure. It's a very extensive program as far as really on mental health and mental health crisis and things like that.
Sure.
But in that is a lot of verbal communication as well, de-escalation, you know, dealing, obviously it's focused on people in issues of some sort.
Sure.
But from that, you take away a lot of other skills that you might not have had going into it. You know, a lot of, you know, I use this every day, not just on that crisis call or something like that. So that's just one example, right? What you're doing. And you know, and I know I don't know if you said you've been here before?
I have, yeah.
Okay. I know others have as well. And there's been some good communication about that, right? Because sometimes when somebody does what you're doing, bring to them, right? So I would think by now a lot of police departments would be kind of familiar, right?
You would think that, but they're not.
You might encounter an employee who does nothing even related to the work we do, right? And it's just like, whoa, what's going on here? Why is there a guy out? Even in the past year or so, city staff, city administration is communicated with all of this type of, a visit, right? And the rights associated with that. And it's just really reinforce that. I don't think you'd find many employees in Edina that would, if they understood it, but if they didn't understand it, right? If they don't understand what it is, might be unnerved by it, right? Might be like, whoa, what's going on? Or worst case, pick up the phone and call the police, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
I think there is also, and they try to cause a problem and kind of ride that fine line, and I mean, I think if there's a problem, it'll show itself, it'll show itself.
Right.
And if there's not, then we should commend that, because I think the stuff that's going on, if you find professional officers in a department that's doing it the right way, you got to showcase that. Before the George Floyd thing, and now even after the George Floyd thing, the response hasn't changed at all. It's been the same kind of welcoming response. If you have any questions, you can ask me or use the red phone. Somebody will come out.
Absolutely.
Just wanted to kind of get your take on what's going on. And
no, I appreciate it. I mean, and obviously being kind of put on the spot stuff. Not everybody's most comfortable moment, right? So I mean, again, you run into somebody that's maybe a little confused, or what's this guy doing? Looking over here, whatever. You're going to, generally speaking, we want to provide high-level service, and we want to accommodate people and
The conversation may seem brief, but it has likely provided you with insights into the training processes and standards for police officers. Additionally, it helps raise awareness about the rights and responsibilities of each party involved. Let's move on to the final situation of the day.
Want taking pictures and video on public property?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I got you. Just doing some journalism?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I'm just Sergeant Bishop, Jackson County Sheriff's Office.
My name's Shane.
I will help these employees define what a public area is. A public area is a place where people gather for social activities. It is a space that provides individuals with the rights and benefits they need to participate in society. However, these employees seem to lack an understanding of public spaces when they ask the auditor to leave this area and stop filming.
I'm not going to have to leave this property until I'm ready to leave this property. Public property.
No, it's not. It is private property.
Who owns this property?
The county.
The county.
As a private property.
This is a prison. I'm not talking.
If you
okay,
do not.
Both of you are corrections. Neither one of you are going to get me to leave here, or I have to leave public property. Go ahead and call a deputy out here, and you two can be educated. Ill intent. I'm taking a video. I'm doing a little narration. Got a dog over there, beautiful dog. It is not private property. If it's owned by Jackson County, it is publicly funded.
You're going to have to call somebody.
I'm waiting. I guarantee, but mark my words, nobody gets my name, and they leave here before. You could have just come out and asked me what I was doing, and I told you. I did tell you, didn't I? Told you I was taking some pictures. He's not leaving. He's not identifying. He's not leaving. I'm in the white car. You can run my tab, but guess who is not going to come back to? I'm going to stand right here and wait for the deputies that show up.
He said he's waiting for the deputies to show up.
Owned by Jackson County, funded by the public. I have every right to be here.
You want us to? All right, 10-4. All right.
You go back in. That's why he's having you go back in. Dipshits. You're gonna learn today. They're not gonna put shit on me. No chains on me. We're down here in the designated smoking area again. Let me flip this back upside down. Wonder what they did with my dog.
They think that calling the police will help them, but perhaps they are mistaken. Not everyone understands the law as they do. This police officer affirmed that the auditor has the right to film here if it does not obstruct anyone, and this is guaranteed under the First Amendment of the United States Constitution.
We got a call out here. Are you the one that they're calling about?
Yeah, I'm sure I'm the one taking pictures and video on public property. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I'm just Sergeant Bishop, Jackson County Sheriff's Office.
My name's Shane. Nice to meet you.
Just the reason we're out here.
Yeah, they called you, and we're instructed to ask him to leave. That
Okay.
he said that it's public property and that he is.
Okay.
So can we educate this man?
Private property. This is owned by the county. Do you?
Reason to come inside.
Okay.
I did hit the button because they said a deputy was coming. I didn't want to leave before you got here.
Gotcha.
You know, so I want to come inside.
Okay.
I pulled up. I saw that dog. Was so happy because the first thing I want to do is get. I don't know what that dog's for, but it's a beautiful dog, and I'm sure it keeps out of this compound. But the first one came out and told me I had to leave. I couldn't video. Told him he was wrong. I don't think I ever cussed either one of y'all. I told you guys I was wrong because I have a certain way of talking. But I never disrespected either one of you guys. I just told you that you were wrong. And I hope you at some point in the future, hopefully. No? You going to stay corrections? Well, I hope at least whoever in here gets education and helps them in the future. This sergeant, obviously, I forget his name because I'm bad with names.
Sergeant Bishop, activity going on here at all? Just out here videotaping, taking pictures?
Ask him that.
Okay.
I mean,
right.
I've done nothing but walk right here, waited after they called the cops. I was here for less than 3 minutes before I was
You don't have to give me your name, but do you mind if I ask it?
My name's Shane.
Shane?
Yes, sir.
Last name Shane? All right. What's your name?
Sergeant Self.
Okay. I'll step inside and talk to you right quick, if you don't mind.
I'm just going to hang around till you're done.
Okay. Yeah. Let me talk to you right quick. Oh, gotcha.
And this ends with you leaving before me, just because that's the education that some people apparently need.
Completely, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Is your lieutenant here? He is not.
Pass. Big pass for Jackson County.
Oh, I got you.
And I want to say one more thing to you. In station, there are no signs say authorized personnel only, no trespassing. The end of this fence down here where that dog is, to the back side of that building, because there is not one sign that says authorized personnel only beyond this point, no trespassing beyond this point. I understand. I didn't do that because I didn't want to cause on that side of the prison. Then it looks a lot worse than somebody coming out here.
Just a briefing on the conversation I had.
Yes, sir.
I explained stops at the end of County Farm Road.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a guard line sign over there.
Yes,
There's
sir.
one down there. Specifications that regarding laws inside the guard line.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is
Here that says no photography, and it wouldn't matter because it doesn't trump.
Exactly.
It
And
doesn't
you
trump
are-
the First
yeah,
Amendment.
You are correct.
But
no only.
then I can't go past that.
Exactly.
But they can never put that up here because there's
as
visitors.
far as I'm concerned, this is a public park. You're not interfering with any operations going on.
I told them when they first came out, I have no ill intent, not drugs off, I'm not doing anything like that. You honoring your oath, knowing your oath, doing your job.
Absolutely.
I heard you said your LT was coming
you're doing
out.
journalism for or audit or whatever.
I'm looking for you. Commerce has passed with flying colors 3 times. I'm looking for one to post. The negative ones, a lot of this will get cut out. because there was some negativity from those guys. Some of it will get left in. I'm looking for guys like you.
Okay.
Those are the ones I want
Well,
posted.
enjoy the rest of your afternoon, sir.
Thank you.
This can be seen as a classic example of free speech and the interaction between citizens and law enforcement agencies. Through this incident, not only those two employees, but all of us need to learn and educate each other about our rights. In summary, protecting the rights of auditors under the First Amendment is not only a legal requirement, but also an essential factor in building a transparent and equitable society. Mutual respect between auditors and law enforcement agencies is necessary to promote a professional working environment where every voice is heard and all information is accessible. If you find this information helpful, please continue to follow and share our video as we explore and protect personal rights together. Leave your comments and join the discussion so we can continue to provide even more valuable content.